Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl, B Sparrow, BuzzzTweet Talk Radio. How y'all doing this morning? I am thankful to be amongst the living. All praises to the Most High Yah. And if you are within the sound of my voice, I'm thankful that He woke you up this morning too. Give the Most High Yah some praise. He deserves it. No one else does. I don't really care what anyone else think anymore. It's all about what the Most High think about me, my family, everything, period. He's all that matters, okay? Because we living in some crazy times, y'all. I mean, come on. We are living in some seriously evil times. And I hate to sound cliche, but we living in the last days. These are the last days. I know you hear people say that, people been saying that for centuries. Yes. I mean, people were saying it in the biblical times. Because what? We are living in the last days right now. I know Paul and Peter and all the disciples must have thought that they were living in the end times, but these right here, these days, we are living in the end times. I mean, the headline, no good news in the headlines these days. There's just none. No good news in the headlines these days. I mean, I should do a show every day. I could do a show every day. With all these headlines. Look, got a shooter at Tyson's Corner Center Mall. We talked about Greg Abbott, the governor of Texas, sending migrants to D.C., and now they're trying to find out whether he can be charged for that or not. I asked whether he could. Remember, I wanted to know if something could be done because we talked about how he sent over 50,000 migrants by busload to D.C. every single day for the past, how long? I don't know. So much is going on. Y'all heard they FBI searched Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago home. They trying to find some classified material that he supposedly have there. Oh, can't make this stuff up. So much is going on. Evidence disputes Russia's claim that Ukraine rocketed its captured troops. I mean, the fights, the wars and rumors of wars. Did y'all hear about the Euphrates River drying up and the caves that they found underneath? I mean, isn't that scriptural? Isn't there something in Revelations that says something about evil spirits or demons being bound in caves beneath the Euphrates River? Where the demons at, y'all? Anyway, y'all don't want to talk about that. So since y'all don't want to talk about that, we're just going to talk about Breonna Taylor. Justice for Breonna Taylor. The Justice Department has charged 4 Louisville police officers in this case. We're going to talk about that, but y'all know I got to go and fetch my article. So let me go and do that, and I'll be right back, okay? Well, all right.
What is up, y'all? You're listening to B Sparrow on BuzzzTweet Talk Radio.
This is B Sparrow and BuzzzTweet Radio. Lately, I've been using my phone to earn some extra cash for groceries, for hair care products, for cleaning products. You heard me right. I used my cell phone to earn extra cash. How do you do that, B? I'm so glad you asked. Let me tell you how. I installed the ModeApp on my phone. This app is available in the Google Play Store as well as Apple Store. Once the app was installed, I set up my Mode account and started playing music from some of my favorite artists. It's amazing that I made money just by listening to my favorite songs. And you can do this anywhere, while out and about, while traveling, or even while you are working. Search and play music from over 100,000 radio stations. Earn Mode coins while playing music and games on your phone. Redeem for Amazon or PayPal cards. You can also redeem for Visa gift cards and more. I personally prefer to use PayPal, and I cash out about $40 a month. All I had to do was listen to music and they gave me money. You can do the same thing. Hey, you're going to be on your phone anyway. Might as well get paid for it. Install the ModeApp today. An installation link can be found in the description box below. Hey, this is BeeSparrow. We're in the middle of a pandemic and there's nothing more important than keeping yourself and your family safe. But social distancing does not have to impact your ability to earn a living. Novi Consultants connects people like you to job opportunities with Fortune 500 companies from the comforts of your own home. Visit www.noviconsultants.com today. BuzzzTweet Talk Radio do not own copyright for this copyrighted material, but under Section 107 United States Copyright Office, Copyright Act 1976, this video, the music and content it contains is for education and or entertainment purposes only.
All right, I know people have been sitting there, but I got to bring this queen up here. BeeSparrow. BeeSparrow. I was keeping my eye on that sparrow sitting over there with me. Come on in. What's up, BeeSparrow?
Oh, I can't call it. I just can't call it. I simply cannot call it. I don't make this stuff up. I just pick articles that spark my interest and I share them with y'all. Simple. So, according to Fox News, the FBI arrested former Louisville police officer Joshua James Thursday morning following his involvement in the 2020 shooting death of Breonna Taylor. Current LMPD Sergeant Kyle Meany, Detective Kelly Goodlett, and former Detective Brett Hankerson were also charged with civil rights violations, conspiracy, and falsifying records and statements to federal investigators, U.S. Attorney General Merrick Garland announced on Wednesday. It's about time. But what does this mean? What does this mean? The federal charges announced allege that members of the place-based Okay, let me start over. The federal charges announced alleges that members of the place-based investigations unit falsified the affidavit used to obtain the search warrants of Ms. Taylor's home. that this act violated federal civil rights laws and that those violations resulted in Ms. Taylor's death. Again, the federal charges alleges that members of the Place-Based Investigations Unit falsified the affidavit used to obtain the search warrant of Ms. Taylor's home, that this act violated federal civil rights laws, and that those violations resulted in Ms. Taylor's death, Garland said. That's like sweet music to my ears. This article goes on to say, specifically, we allege that Ms. Taylor's Fourth Amendment rights were violated when defendants Joshua James, Cal Meany, and Kelly Goodlett sought a warrant to search Ms. Taylor's home, knowing that the officers lacked probable cause for the search, he added. Wow. Woo. Y'all, is this what we have been waiting for? Or is this what we have been waiting for? I mean, come on now. I mean, I didn't even know that they were, this case was still going on. I mean, I thought that it was thrown out or something to the effect that the officers were acquitted. The officers were acquitted. Well, I guess these are the people that filed for the warrant. Anyway, this is a good thing, I think. Finally, some justice for a black family that lost their daughter, their sister, their niece, their cousin, their auntie. It makes me think about Tatiana Ali. I mean, not Tatiana Ali. Tatiana Jefferson. Tatiana Jefferson. The one that was playing video games with her nephew, and the police went into her house and shot her. This is what this reminds me of. So, Breonna Taylor, justice for Breonna Taylor. That's what we're talking about. You remember Breonna Taylor, the ones that they bust in Kentucky? They busted in her house. And she was sleeping. Yeah. This article, according to Fox News, says that, I'm going to read this for you. The federal charges announced today allege that members of the Place-Based Investigation Unit falsified the affidavit used to obtain the search warrant of Ms. Taylor's home. This act violated federal civil rights laws, and that those violations resulted in Ms. Taylor's death. We allege, this article also says that we allege that Ms. Taylor's Fourth Amendment rights were violated when defendants Joshua James, Kyle Meany, and Kelly Goodlett sought a warrant to search Ms. Taylor's home, knowing that the officers lacked probable cause for the search.
Right. It was the wrong address.
Everything was wrong.
The person they were looking for didn't live there anymore. Something like that.
I think that was her ex-boyfriend. Or something to that effect. But back to this article.
That's the point, because even if it were him there, he shouldn't have been shot and killed either. So, but anyway.
Well, he wasn't.
Right, I'm saying, but either way.
But either way, okay.
It was him. He shouldn't have been. You know what I mean? No one should have killed.
Well, I don't know if the listening audience or the no audience can hear you because I have a headset on. So, yeah. Back to this article. James was fired from the Louisville's police department in January of 2021 after his supervisor said he lied on paperwork that led to the March 2020 raid on Taylor's apartment during which she was killed. And they ended up arresting the boyfriend who defended his home. His name was Kenneth Walker. I'll never forget his name because I went to school with a guy named Kenneth Walker, and they kind of resemble each other too. They kind of, well, sort of, kind of, but sort of, kind of. But anyway, he shot defending his home, not knowing who it was, and ended up shooting one of the officers in the leg, and they arrested him for defending his home, which, you know, he should be able to sue and get something too, for real, for real. What's up? What's up with Kenneth Walker? Will he be able to file a lawsuit of some sort? Has he? If anybody know, those of you who are not listening, holler at me and let me know. Okay? Okay. So the charges announced also allege that the officers responsible for falsifying the affidavit that led to the search took steps to cover up their unlawful conduct after Ms. Taylor was killed, Garland said. We allege that defendants James and Goodlett conspired to knowingly falsify an investigative document that was created after Ms. Taylor's death. We also allege that they conspired to mislead federal, state, and local authorities who were investigating the incident, he added. For example, we allege that in May of 2020, those two defendants met in a garage where they agreed to tell investigators a false story. Woo, if this ain't some NCIS stuff right here. I mean, who knew that this was such a big cover-up? I mean, we knew something was wrong. We knew something was different. We knew something wasn't right. And Brett Hankerson, he was, he had already had complaints against him. People filing complaints against him. He roughing people up, you know. It's just crazy how they think they can get away with this stuff. Well, not only are black people fed up, but the Most High is also fed up. You see? The Most High is fed up. And if y'all don't think that he still has a chosen people, look around. See then that ye walk circumspectly. You see what's happening to my people? I'm talking about my people that was dispersed to the four corners of the earth via slave ship. You see what's happening to us? All over the four corners of the earth, the same things are happening to us. Well, we're tired across the four corners of the earth, and so is the Most High Yah. So he is into revealing things. If you don't believe it, you better. He's into revealing things. Current LMPD Sergeant Kyle Meany, Detective Kelly Goodlett, and former Detective Brett Hankerson were charged with civil rights violations, conspiracy and falsifying records, and statements to federal investigators. U.S. Attorney General Merrick Garland announced on Wednesday. This is some NCIS stuff. And I did a show on these guys earlier on when this case first broke out. I'm going to definitely link it. Once this posts to YouTube, I'm definitely linking it. I'm so glad that justice has been served. Or has it? Or has it? So, this article talked about how two of the defendants met in a garage where they agreed to tell investigators a false story. Another indictment filed alleges that after Ms. Taylor was shot, another LMPD officer, defendant Brett Hankerson, moved from the doorway to the side of her apartment and fired 10 more shots through a window and a sliding glass door, both of which were covered with blinds and curtains, Garland also said. Defendant Hankison has been charged with 2 civil rights offenses, alleged that he willfully used unconstitutionally excessive force while acting in his official capacity as an officer. My grandma said, if you can't say anything good about somebody, don't say anything at all. And I'm trying to practice that, y'all. I really am. Attorney Ben Crump, who is representing Taylor's family, said following the announcement that today was a huge step towards justice. So not quite justice, but a huge step towards justice. We are grateful for the diligence and dedication of the FBI and the Department of Justice as they investigated what led to Breonna's murder and what transpired afterwards, he added. Oh, I tell you, Ben Crump is everywhere. He's everywhere. You got to wonder, how much has he seen, and how much does he know? And where did he come from all of a sudden? Just out of nowhere. This article goes on to say, former Louisville, Kentucky police officer Brent Hankerson, the only cop criminally charged in connection with the raid that ended in Taylor's death, was acquitted in March of this year. Hankerson, 45, had been charged for allegedly firing through sliding glass side doors and a window of Taylor's apartment during the narcotics raid that left a 26-year-old, black woman dead. Hankerson's attorney never contested the ballistics evidence, but said he fired 10 bullets because he thought his fellow officers were being executed. So, after he was acquitted in March of this year, if I'm not mistaken, he was arrested again a few days ago. Let me scroll back up to make sure. I'm pretty sure I just read a paragraph that said he was arrested I'm pretty sure I just read that. So, Brett Hankerson is not behind bars. I'm confused right now. Hankerson, 45, had been charged for allegedly firing through sliding glass doors and a window of Taylor's apartment during the narcotics raid that left the 26-year-old black woman dead. Hankerson's attorney never contested the ballistics evidence, but said he fired 10 bullets because he thought his fellow officers were being executed. And so, I'm going to scroll back up and find out where I believe I've read. So, it says, current LMPD Sergeant Kyle Meany, Detective Kelly Goodlett, and former Detective Brett Hankerson were also charged with civil rights violations, conspiracy, and falsifying records and statements to federal investigators. Okay, so, I got to keep my eye on Brett Hankerson. I don't even like the way he looked. But my grandma said, if you don't have anything good to say about anyone, don't say anything at all. So I'm going to go ahead and keep what I'm really thinking to myself. Okay? All right. So back to this article. It says that Hankerson testified during the trial that he saw a muzzle flash from Taylor's darkened hallway after police bust through the door and thought officers were under heavy fire, so he quickly wheeled around a corner and sprayed 10 bullets, hoping to end the threat. Taylor, an emergency medical technician who had been settling down for bed when officers broke through her door, was shot multiple times and died at the scene. So when they bust through the door, busting off rounds, so did her boyfriend. Rightfully so. Kenneth Walker. He fired back. I'm going to read some of these comments for a few minutes. I got a few minutes to read some comments. So someone said, after a long and acrimonious court case, the officers will be acquitted on all charges due to a complete lack of evidence where the officers were defending themselves in live fire incident. The FBI only acts politically at the behest of Garland's Department of Injustice. Somebody responded to that case and said, this will most assertedly defund the police in a roundabout way of no one anywhere ever wanting to step up and do a job where Uncle Merrick will seek you out. Then someone else said, Breonna Taylor, an emergency medical technician, held money from the proceeds of drug sales from a known drug dealer and that she handled money for him for other purposes. She was no angel. So they say. I don't know, y'all. So they say. And it goes on to say Kentucky investigated the incident in 2020 and presented a grand jury with evidence on homicide and other charges against the officers, but the grand jury did not charge any of them. This is a timed political attack by the FBI at the behest of Democratic Party leaders to appease the activists screaming racism. They are always on the lookout for another victim to make national headlines in order to advance their narratives that white cops are racist. There's a midterm coming up in 3 months, and Democrats want to hold onto the House and Senate. Yet, Hunter and Big Guy go unscathed, as does Nancy Pelosi's husband. Crime has skyrocketed in America since Democrats took power. You can do nothing about it. Vote out all Democrats. Woo, that's Ernestine Everston. Ernestine said the damn thing. I'm tired of the Democrats myself, but listen, I didn't vote for neither one of them, so y'all go ahead and do y'all thing out there. I'm trying a new thing. I'm trying the best thing. I'm trying the most high y'all. Y'all better try 'em, y'all. Joe Biden can't do a damn thing for me. I'm just trying to tell y'all. So these comments came in big time, y'all. Ernestine says something. Breonna Taylor, an emergency medicine, had money for. She was no angel. That I wanted to respond to, but I can't remember what it was I wanted to say. I probably wanted to reach out to her. She said something. I kind of agree with her, though. I kind of agree. It's an election time. They want to appease black people. And look, black people fall for it every time. Go on and say what it is. She's talking about leaders, Democratic Party leaders want to appease activists screaming racism. No, say what it is. They want to appease black people screaming racism. But Breonna Taylor might not have been no angel, but she did not deserve to get killed like that in her own home. So, whatever. So let me know what y'all think about this. Like, comment, subscribe, not just to my YouTube channel, but come on over here to my podcast on Spreaker.com, BuzzzTweet Talk Radio. Follow me there, and in return, I'll do the same. It's your girl, B Sparrow, BuzzzTweet Talk Radio. Holla at y'all, girl. Okay? Okay.
BuzzTweet.